Well, welcome, guys. Unfortunately, because Fat Dragon was so dominant in Game 1, that game will never go to YouTube. Viper just got wrecked. In fact, Viper has lost every game he's played today except for the one he played versus me. So, not having the best of days. Not having the best of times with rated games either. You can see he's 200 points behind Fat Dragon. Viper is playing in the yellow here as the Saracens, and then we have the Fat Dragon playing as the Britons. Yet again, I think that Fat Dragon has the slightly better civilization. I think that Fat Dragon's form today has been near the top of what he's able to do, because his team games were insane, as well as the 1v1 last game. But the map gen is something else here. This is Hidden Cup 2 Arabia. Of course, Hidden Cup 2 is finished, but players are still playing with it. And you know what? I like it. I like it. So I've talked about it before, that sometimes Hidden Cup 2 Arabias can be kind of inconsistent. Viper's saying that Vivi should be playing with multi-queue, and Vivi asks to save, and Viper calls him a noob. But anyway, so Hidden Cup 2 map generations can be inconsistent in the sense that sometimes it's closed and sometimes it's open. You never know. But where it is consistent, and this is the most important thing, is in that both players get the same type of map. So you look at Fat Dragon's base, his main gold, his second gold, his stones, all forward, all exposed, all open. And that could be the same for Viper's stones here, his golds as well, boom, boom. And then his main gold is relatively safe. So I think that this is going to be an aggressive game. It has to be an aggressive game because of how awkward the resource positions are. And it's up to the players to scout that, figure that out, and play accordingly. So Britons, very good Drush into Archer Civ, very good Man-at-Arms into Archer Civ. That's Fat Dragon's favorite build. Man-at-Arms into something. He loves his Man-at-Arm build. Saracens, unfortunately for Viper, are outmatched here. They're outclassed, and they're one of the weaker civs in the game. According to the statistics on AoE2stats.io, they are a bottom 5 civilization because they lack a strong eco bonus. The Britons, they have the sheep bonus. Britons have the range bonus on their crossbows and their arbalest. They have the cheap TCs. They have so many good things going for them. The Saracens pretty much just have the market bonus, and they have kind of a full tech tree, but no strong eco. I'd like to see Viper go aggressive in Feudal Age. I would like to see both players go aggressive in Feudal Age. I think that's the play on a map like this. Oh, Vivi! That must have been a misclick. Did he just type F? Wait, since when does Vivi know all the memes? He told me he has a VPN. He watches the stream. He just typed F. I'm loving that. Alright, Vivi is aware of all the memes nowadays. F in the chat to pay respects. He attacked Viper's house for some reason. It must have been a misclick. And then he lost some HP. So similar to last game, because remember Viper lost HP on his scout. That's funny. I'll tell this story again. So this was a few months back. I was watching MBL's stream. And when I was watching MBL's stream, this username that was, I think it was fat__dragon. I forget which one it was, but it had Fat Dragon in it. Anyway, this person added me in the Twitch chat and said, "Do you love me?" And my response was, "No, because you're not the real Vivi." And then that account said WTF, just like Vivi would, and left it at that. The next day, I get online on Voobly, and Fat Dragon messages me on his Voobly account, and he says, "You know love me, question mark, question mark, question mark, WTF." I had no idea that that was really him. So, you know, I forget what his exact account name is, but I think he does watch the streams with his VPN, so he must be watching my stream, because we're always doing the F thing. I mean, it's also on like every YouTube channel and stream, but at least in the age community, we're always doing Fs for community games, so it is kind of universal. I can't take credit for that, but whatever. Yeah, Twitch is blocked in China, so that's why I didn't think that it was him. And look what he's doing! He scouted the map. He sees that this is crazy. He sees Viper has forward stone, and he's going forward. And Viper, is he going for an aggressive strategy? No, he's going for a very passive strategy, giving the Fat Dragon the map. And he's also not scouting. He just pushed some deer. So Viper is going to get badly punished for his lack of scouting. The militia come in. Viper can't use his micro nerd quick walling skills. Viper sending the scout back. He sees the villagers. This is about to get very... Oh! Viper actually did wall in. One militia. These are about to be men-at-arms, and I imagine all the units are going to make it out. Viper's building a counter tower, and this is going to be sloppy. You know, I said that it was bad for Viper, but all things considered, he's done okay here. Vivi needs to attack this weak palisade wall and get his other man-at-arm out of here. Right there. You need to hit that palisade. It's only 50 HP. Viper had thought about building a counter tower, deleted it because he knew Vivi would relocate his. So good idea from Viper to make sure he had the stone for this tower. However, he is going to lose... Well, it's not bad. Again, not bad. And this man-at-arm is trapped as well, so that'll get shot by Viper's tower. I think the greed is going to pay off for Viper here. Because he's going scouts, so he should have better eco. Oh, he's building a market. Interesting. Well, I'm pumped, man. I mean, I'm happy that Viper is leading in the KD for once today. And I'm happy that this game is going to be aggressive. Look how close they are. So close. Uh-oh. Vivi. What are you doing, dude? I don't like this. I don't like this for Fat Dragon. Both players have units underneath their enemy towers. See, this is what I expected. Viper, his tower is going to stay up. And now Fat Dragon will run away, but he has weak villagers. He loses one. Viper gets two. Somehow Fat Dragon has a vill lead, though. How does Fat Dragon have a vill lead? Viper doesn't have food. Viper doesn't have any farms. How is Vivi still ahead? We talk about how Vivi goes forward all the time, but what makes Vivi strong with his forwards is that he's a chunky boy. He's a fat boy. He's able to boom with his eco. And now Viper has a 4 HP villager on the move. And, well, you don't want to wall yourself in there, though, because there's a tower. And he gets poked down, and Viper's 5 vills behind. That's best case scenario. For a man-at-arms tower rush, the best place to hit with your first tower is always the berries when someone's going scouts. And I thought Viper would have farms or use the market or something, so he would have food. Apparently he didn't because he's so far behind economically. This has not been Viper's day. But, you know, it's exciting for me when Viper falls behind. Not because Viper and I troll each other and we make fun of each other. I mean, that's part of it. But the big thing is, if Viper's on form and he falls behind, what's he going to do to come back, right? Because when you have the best player in the game, he definitely is going to be able to shake off that rust mid-game and come back, you would think. There, Viper is building a counter tower. He might get a vill kill. Think she might die. Oh! Yep, she goes down. If the tower would have gone up a second earlier, she would have survived. What is Viper going to do, though? He's on stone for more defensive towers. This is so typical of the Fat Dragon. He just keeps building them. It's so annoying to play versus him. But, like, I love it as a caster because the stubbornness of him. Anytime he gets villagers forward in your base, he is going to wreak havoc. And now Viper is forced to build another tower. Now, you need 50 wood and 125 stone for the tower. He only has 40 wood. Now he has 50. Oh, he doesn't even see this. Well, never mind. He's not going to build a counter tower because he can't see it. But look how well Fat Dragon has played this. He has spears at home to defend. So Viper can't counter him. The really strong counterattack option for Viper would be an archery range. Making a few archers is good because then it kills the spears. Viper's eco balance is definitely not where it needs to be, and he's going to gold now. So, of course, Fat Dragon is going to scout this with his spears. He's aware of everywhere Viper can get resources. He almost always is. Doesn't see the gold, though. But will now see a mining camp's going up. Now, guys, how much you want to bet he's going to send another villager forward to tower this right here or something? I think a lot of pro players would say, nah, let's build archers or skirms, but it wouldn't surprise me to see him build more towers. He's doing the right thing to prepare a range, because he will know that Viper's doing that. Okay, where are the extra vills? Here they come! Look, he's going for the stone first. Oh, Viper must hate his life right now. Oh my god. Typical Vivi. I love Age of Empires 2 so much, but you know what I love more? Is that we have players who have their own styles. How boring would it be if every player played the meta? But no, we have Fat Dragon who... he gives us something completely different than Viper would give us. Viper sees that the tower is about to go up, and now he's attempting to build a counter tower. Fat Dragon is going to delay this. Viper's trying to delay Vivi's. And I'm not sure if this tower goes up for Fat Dragon. I think he might need to bail on this. Nice micro from Viper here. I guess the villager's gonna die, but nice micro to use the archers and the skirm. Oh, is he just gonna reposition it? He's just gonna reposition it right next to the deer, isn't he? Actually, no, he's towering here. And Viper doesn't have the stone for another tower! So Viper needs to make sure that his one archer and one skirmisher kill these villagers. Oh, Vivi needs to, like, tap this. He needs to keep clicking so his villas don't bug out. Click. If he doesn't continue to click, I don't think the tower goes up. If he continues to click, it does. Look at Viper's base. Continue to click, Vivi. Click. He sent his skirms through here so he can kill that archer. Click. Click. No, don't chop the tree. Click. He misclicked it. His tower's going up, though. Unbelievable. Fat Dragon, this map is just a dream for him, but he scouted it, and he's playing the map, and I think that the way Viper has played this is not going to be successful on this map. He doesn't have this wood line, Viper. He doesn't have this stone. He does not have this wood line. He will get it back, but man, weak villagers, they're all getting ranged by the towers. And Vivi, look at his resources now. 300 food, 500 gold, will buy a bit of food and probably think about Castle Age. Viper only has 100 food. I love how Fat Dragon played the map. I really do. And I love how he's been able to boom up behind this. Viper has a lot of skirmishers, has armor, and he has fletching. So he's in a good position to push back if he gets more archers especially. Oh, he's also made a stable. He's probably considering scouts. But unfortunately, Fat Dragon will be clicking Castle Age and considering knights. So Viper definitely needs to make sure that he does damage soon. Fat Dragon's villager dies here. Viper finally will get his wood secured. Another vill! He doesn't stop. He snuck a vill the whole way around. Now, how much you want to bet he's going to build another tower there? It's so Vivi, man. It's so Vivi to run one more villager around. He didn't even drop off the wood. He has 10 wood. He doesn't care. Now, would Viper see that? I guess if the tower's placed here, Viper wouldn't see it. Anger's Hobo, say what you want about towers. I agree, I'm not a big fan of towers. But on this map, this is the type of map to tower on. You're very close. Everyone has forward res. You know, this is the type of map to tower on. Now, Viper has actually used that Saracen market to get Castle Age close to where Vivi is. And he's thinking of going for camels and for knights. Now, the reason Fat Dragon's going knights is because he saw Viper was mainly on skirmishers. But this might not be all that successful for Fat Dragon. Okay, there's the tower. Viper can see it. Remember, Viper has a great camel civ, so he can make camels to counter the knights, and I think this game is a lot more even than I may have let on over the past couple moments because of Viper's castle time saving him. If that's the case, if Viper's going camels, then maybe Fat Dragon goes into archers. Viper has not stopped this tower. He's getting bloodlines and armor for his, well, it might go knights, right? But, knights or camels, stable units, whatever he makes. Viper's trying to save the weak Vil. It's on 1 HP. He saved it. Oh, wow. That was clutch. Well played. Could tell Vivi really wanted that. Yeah, Viper's archers and skirms that have gone this way are dying to Fat Dragon. Great decision to make knights. I think if he tried to go into archers, it wouldn't have made much sense here. And Fat Dragon is aware of what Viper's doing. You know, like, he sees the 2 stables now, so he's preparing a monastery at home, and he's taking advantage of his faster castle age time to raid a little bit. I love how he split up his units. Very good decision. Even sent this spearman over here to help against that camel. Do you think we're going to see longbows, guys? How much stone does Fat Dragon have coming in? He has a decent amount of stone. We could see longbows, or we could see a castle drop. Now, I feel like on a map like this, you want to build that castle defensively. Now, on this hill would be perfect, then Viper can't hit you. We'll see. Both players on 2 town centers. However, I think Viper just lost a villager there, and Vivi has 52 Vils versus the 44 Viper, and Viper has the worst map layout because of all these Fat Dragon towers. It's Viper's time now. He killed 2 knights. It's his time to push back. And does he build a castle? Oh, I know. It's probably tempting for him to want to go forward. And it's doable, too. It's risky if Fat Dragon is able to get conversions. But if Viper can somehow surprise him and snipe monks, I think he then kills the knights and can place the castle on the hill. And there's the first monk. Fat Dragon gets in front. He gets 1 conversion. There will be a 2nd conversion. Still, though, Viper has a lot of camels. Viper's won the fight. Viper's won the fight in a big way. He wants to place the castle on the hill. Vivi, he doesn't have enough right now. The monks don't have faith. Fat Dragon expects this is coming. He's placing a tower here, but I don't think he can comfortably place the tower. So the YOLO castle from Viper, he's 16 villagers behind, and Fat Dragon realizes, I'm screwed. He has to leave. He added so many of those cheap written TCs. He's on 3, but I think now that was a bit greedy for Fat Dragon, possibly. Just like Viper didn't do anything to secure the map in early Feudal, I think that Fat Dragon didn't do enough in early Castle Age to secure the map. And now Viper will have access to this main gold and secondary gold from Fat Dragon. Fat Dragon is housed. It's extremely messy for him at the moment. Could build a castle of his own, probably needs to. The question is where, right? You almost need to build one here and here. At least here you have a TC securing you, so maybe you have to build a castle behind this main TC. But now I think Viper's position is, it's not great, but it's certainly much better. It makes the game closer. He needs to sort out his economy problems, but he's killing villagers at Fat Dragon's base, and he has a lot less idols. And Fat Dragon can't even use his ranges easily, because if he sends units out of his archer ranges, Viper's castle will shoot them down. So this is why I like casting these 2. Oh my god! Oh my god! Vivi's building a castle behind Viper's base. Is he building a forward castle to play secure? Because that's the smart thing to do, according to myself. No, my analysis is all wrong. Alright? Fat Dragon, he plays the game differently. He's building a forward castle with 5 vills. And by the way, these 5 villagers were the villagers that were building this TC, and he looped it around. Unbelievable. Thank you, Age of Empires gods, for giving me this game today. I needed this. You know, I joke around about how Viper's had a rough day. But I don't want Viper to have a rough day. You know, I want evenly matched games. I want games that are fun. I want games that are different. Viper will lose his market and lose his TC and... Oh my god! Fat Dragon was trying to build another tower here! And he walled in his own villagers, so he'll lose those 4. He's researching guard tower now. I think Viper should probably go for guard tower. I'd like to see Viper tower here. Maybe go for some rams over here. If Viper were to add a siege workshop, there's not a lot that Fat Dragon can do. Wow, this is a smart tower. Because Viper's taking that main gold, and this tower is out of range of Viper's castle, and it's going to kill Viper's villagers here if he doesn't realize. He hasn't reacted to this. Viper, you need to react to this, man. Oh, Vivi signaled it! Fat Dragon signaled it for him! And Viper calls the GG! Oh my god, what a game, man. What a game. Oh, man. Fat Dragon signaled Viper's villagers for him. And then Viper immediately GG's. Holy shit, the Disrespecc. That was so good. Man, I really feel like just thinking about this one, I can't close this game out and go into the next one yet. I think Viper was trying to go for a fast imp. I think he wanted to go for a fast imp. You see how he has a lot of food and gold? And he probably wanted to treb down everything that Fat Dragon had. But I don't think he was in a position to be able to do that comfortably. He needed more military. I was surprised when his camels were in low numbers. I was surprised when he wasn't making knights, because you can do that as Saracens and Castle Age. They get good upgrades. I think that was Viper's downfall. I think not being aggressive enough at times was Viper's downfall. Early Feudal Age, we talked about the maps. Fat Dragon played the map to perfection. This is definitely a map where you want to go forward. And then mid Castle Age, I guess, for Viper. I mean, he went forward with the castle, which is cool. But then it just kind of stopped. Really needed to continue to be aggressive at that stage. And that's what I expected. Ridiculous game. By the way, just so there's no, like, just so you guys don't think there's drama or anything, Fat Dragon and Viper are, they troll each other right back all the time. So it's not like there's a rift between them. 54 kills for Viper, but the economy was what I was talking about when Fat Dragon was forward earlier. Way more food, way more wood for him, way more stone. Well, not way more stone, but more stone. And of course, he would have had access to Viper's main gold, so gold wouldn't have been a big concern. And I think, had the game continued, had Viper not tapped out of that game, the towers would have probably done damage to Viper's eco. The tower behind the wood line, the tower that was already on that gold, and then the longbows. Oops. Here we go. There's a timeline if you want to see it. I can tell you that one's going to YouTube. We have 1337 viewers right now. So all the memes are coming out today. Anyways, if you're watching this on YouTube and you would like to stop by the Twitch stream in the future, the Twitch link is below in the video description. Yeah, that backdoor castle, it's such a Vivi castle. It's very few players are going to build that castle forward like that. Most players would have built that castle on that left-hand side to secure those resources, expecting Viper to push it. But Fat Dragon said, nope, let's just build villagers, or sorry, build a castle forward with forward vills. And it worked, right? You can't knock it, because it worked.